minute 29 left in the third quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Malik Monk is out there with MP, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
I just love the ball movement.
Timeout called, the Kings. And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left.
All right, I gotta ask. What hurts more, your ankle or your pride?
Oh.
Coming up next, from Golden One Center. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Out to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Murray is screen on Conley. MP passes to Murray. Left side, DeRozan. MP against Conley. To the inside, out to DeRozan. Pass to MP. Clock is at 3. The Kings need to get off a shot here. The shot by Monk is no good. Clark Naz Reed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Randall from outside, and Sabonis pulls it down. Conley against MP. Sabonis sets the pick for MP. Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Murray a screen on Conley. Inside. And then Murray with the jam.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Bounce pass Conley. Pass to Randall. Reed with a screen on Murray. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Conley against MP. Sabonis' screen on Conley. In the corner, Murray with it. Now, here's MP. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it. Making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. And it's a completely new... new lineup for Minnesota. Reed finds McDaniel. Now here's Randall. Shot clock at 6. The shot off that time. Murray with the defensive effort. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Hunk is out there with MP. And Sabonis in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now, here's MP. 11-point game his last outing. Stolen by Reed. To the middle. And stolen by Murray. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. MP deciding where to go with it. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Randall. Reed the pass to Edwards. Edwards just makes it look simple inside. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
And he makes that one. Sabonis has got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Over in the corner, Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. He's got 11.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
And the turnover again by Sacramento. And the Kings making a change here. Levine's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 15.
I have no clue what they were doing out there. not the guy you want to foul in this situation.
So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down, but Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader. Got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the dunk by MP.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Minnesota riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Kings.
Yeah, they're going up against some good.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Domantas Sabonis has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one. And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked. The art of setting a terrific screen.
I tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And they double up MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
First trip to the line for him here. And both. Both free throws good for MP. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Back to McDaniel. Off target from three-point range. Here's MP. MP with the easy bucket inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Edwards. Drills the elbow jumper. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Murray sets a screen for MP. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Edwards looking it over. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Here's MP. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. The Kings trail by 18. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. MP kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis' screen on Conley. MP passes to Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
No doubt about it. Sabonis is in the zone right now. Able to find points left and right.
Conley against MP. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. An easy 2 points on the layup. Randall's got 18 points in the game.
Forcing his way in is Randall. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Here's MP. Good on the bucket.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Minnesota leading by 16. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked it. Making a switch. Shannon's checked in. DiVincenzo against MP. And that one is good.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. And it's MP in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Basket good. MP's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Fires the 3. Shannon, no good. Kings have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here he goes. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. So once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
MP against DiVincenzo. Here's MP. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Minnesota leading by 22. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the shot is good. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding him.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Kings.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joe Ingles.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Was muted. Yo, what up, chat? What up, chat?
There's 39 seconds left in the game.
Type 1 in the chat if I'm putting out good numbers. Type 1 in the chat if I'm putting out good numbers.
Shot
Man,
clock
one.
at 5. That one misses. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Am I green? It's hard to get them to sleep. It's hard that I've been battling.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock.
Two. Jet trash. Chat said trash. Chat also say, I'll push you down these stairs. I know we will. Chat also say, I'm gonna get banned off of YouTube. Your leader said, I'm young, young niggas is watching. Young, believe it, you don't let them down, keep cautious. And I got skills and other things, but we're trying rapping things. Wait, who the other 2 people that just left my chat? Chat, y'all left me? Up and I went outside, head in the chat like a hey, chat, type 2 if I'm the best player on my court right now. Chat, type 2 if I'm the best player on my court right now. Type 2. Type 2, guys. Spam 2 if I'm the best player on my chat. If we would have seen eye to eye before we left, yes. Yeah, you want it, ain't no one, every man for theyself. And I watch your homies keep your strap or get strapped to itself. And don't get planning, really name it, play the hang your dough. And got some out, just some who mad that I made it. And since you mad I made it, pick a casket, baby. Knowing that exaggerate, ain't even half as gangster. It's funny and it's fascinating, how you even family ain't. Gonna take the show, but you ain't show up to my graduation. I can't take y'all to the top, I ain't no elevator. Thinking about cousin Deja. Way 2013 when she left, I was 15 when she left. He said, only love, all I know is when the wind blows, was all you see, type 2 in the chat, bro. Spam 2 in the chat, Spy Gamer 6, type 2 in the chat. Spy Gamer 6, type 2 in the chat. Hey, you remember Spy Gamer? you remember Spy Gamer? Hold on. Cause you Spy Gamer? You used to spy and be a gamer. You used to be a Spy Gamer. I wanna be mama.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3, Gordon and Valanciunas down low, and it's Murray in at the point. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Known for his defense, Gordon chipping in with a steal to ignite the break.
MP looking around. Murray is screen on Murray. To the middle. Kicks it to DeRozan. Clock at 6. MP with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. MP shot is off. And here's Denver. Pass to Gordon. A clear look for Murray. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
MP against Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Back to MP. Sabonis with a screen on Murray. MP, the pass to Sabonis. MP outside. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Guys, back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Brown. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Back to Murray. Johnson a screen on MP. Murray, no good. Kings trail by 3. MP outside. Murray passes to MP. Murray, a screen on Valanciunas. Back to Murray. Over Murray. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Yeah, good work from the mid-range. This is why you let Murray do his thing from there.
To the inside. It's tipped. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Johnson against MP. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by MP. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket. When you think of versatile bigs, Domantas Sabonis comes to mind pretty quickly, RJ.
He's at the top of the list in that regard. Capable of scoring on all 3 levels while also hitting the boards hard. And his passing, well, that's what makes him special.
Pass to MP. Down low. Here's Murray. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And some changes. Timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
MP inside. Defended by Brown. MP inside. Brown's there. Brown with some nice D. The Nuggets trail. On the court for the Nuggets. They've got Peyton Watson. Zeke Naji out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Holmes in at the 4. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. To the paint. Stolen by Holmes. Outside, Brown. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Last season, Richard, the Kings traded away De'Aaron Fox after 7 years with the organization.
And remember, they chose to trade Tyrese Halliburton in an attempt to build around Fox. And now they're both gone. Sacramento is right back at square one.
The Nuggets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Strother. Lets the three fly. Monk grabs the miss. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
And here's Brown. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Holmes, a screen on Monk. Pass to Holmes. Fires the three. Rebound by Sacramento. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Inside, here's Eubanks. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. And now a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Though he has a scorer's mindset, DeRozan is also a very good passer.
Brown passes to Holmes. Outside Watson. Pass to Strother from the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's a minute 59 left in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Malik Monk is a key player for the Kings. He said, coming to the organization, I felt like I could bring an energy that Sac had been waiting for. And it's a comfortable fit. Coming here slows everything down. I can just focus on my craft in hand, and it's been working for me. Ryan, back to you.
He's played great for him. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Saric comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Zach LaVine in for Schroeder. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Pass to Murray. Johnson a screen on MP. Takes a 3. Johnson finds Brown. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. The deep 3 from Murray. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's MP. MP goes straight to the rim.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
MP outside, and there's the lob. Saric shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sacramento on top. They lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Looking at the Nuggets. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Zach LaVine out there with MP, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And the shot goes.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
Here's MP. Valanciunas with a rebound. Denver in the lead. Murray with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Lets it go from 11, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Kings shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox for LaVine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you looked at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded. And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Getting it done inside, MP. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Pass to Gordon. Denver moving it around. Oh, Murray getting it done in tight.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
MP against Murray. Here's MP. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. MP's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Murray against Gordon. Back to Murray. Uses the glass on the layup. 13 points for Jamal Murray.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Down low. Stolen by Valanciunas. Throws it up high. And stolen by Murray. Here's MP. He's got 16. Gordon with a steal. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Murray. Oh, MP with a block. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Well, I'm wondering, RJ, do you think we'll see a Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A., most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to expect shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
And some changes.